Hey guys, it's your girl Q, and in today's video, I'm finally showing you how I pluck my middle parts. I'm also going to show you how to pluck a hairline as well using my tweezer collection. What I like to do first is make my part, and you can use the line of the dome head to give you some direction to make sure that your middle part is coming out pretty straight. You're going to see me go a little to the left of that line just because I know where I want my middle part to be. But if you're new to this, you can definitely use the line on the dome head, and that should help you make sure that part is straight. Now, what you see me doing here is perfecting the part, which I'm going to be doing that over and over again because we want a super straight middle part. But there are rows in the closure, and I'm basically just parting in that row. So the knot shouldn't be in the row that we're going to start plucking in. The knot should all be to the left or to the right, and the row should be clear. I always part my closures first because once it's time to pluck, it's just so much easier because you now know exactly where you're plucking from by doing the parting first. So now that we have created our part, I'm going to take my hot comb and just hot comb the roots of the part because that's also going to make it super easy to pluck. Now that I have my part pretty much hot combed to where I want it, I'm just going to double check and make sure that my part is straight, and then we can jump right into plucking. As I mentioned earlier, the closure itself is made up of a bunch of rows of knots. So what I like to do is pluck one row out of the part that we just created. And you want to be really careful. You don't want to tug too hard because that can cause holes in your lace, and we don't want holes in the lace. So I'm just going to keep going through the part, pulling out that one row of hair and tweezing that out. And I am using the slanted tip tweezers from my collection, and I love these the most just because I like to clean up the middle part, and it really helps me get those extra hairs out of my part. I am simply cleaning up the middle part at this point. We are done plucking this middle part, but I'm just making sure, like I said earlier, I don't want any knots in the middle part or any hairs, little stragglers. I just want a really clean middle part, and that's pretty much it. So we can move right along into plucking our hairline. Now, I do offer something called frontal effect. So this means that the hairline is plucked more than usual, but I don't like to overpluck so my clients don't experience excessive balding of their closure in the future. I like to pull the hairs from the front of the closure first, and I pluck behind that hair that I'm pulling out. Also, this helps just in case you make a mistake when plucking. This hair will be your protector and you can just cover that. What I like to do is put just a little bit of mousse on the hair that I just pulled out, and then I'm going to hot comb it downward so that way it's not in my way when I do start to pluck. So our hairline is all prepped and ready for us to pluck. I am going to be again using the slanted tip tweezer from my collection. Now I'm spraying water onto the hairline, and I'm going to do that just before I pluck. And it looks like I'm plucking kind of fast, but you want to make sure that you take your time. The good thing about using water is you can see exactly where you're plucking and if you need to pluck any more. The goal is to get your hairline to look as natural as possible without looking really bald, unless that's the look that you're going for. But my goal is to always make sure that it looks natural, and I'm going to comb as I'm going through to get those hairs out that I just plucked. I really recommend as you're going to just go ahead and comb the hair back. Use that front piece of hair and comb that back as well, just to see if you're satisfied or if you think that you should keep plucking. It's also really important to not pluck in the same spot if possible. As you can see, I'm going in different spots because if you pluck in the same spot over and over, that can create a bald spot. We have now plucked a middle part as well as plucked the hairline, and I do hope that this video helped you. If it did help you in any way, shape, or form, don't forget to tag me at the Wigaholic on Instagram, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye!